Yeah, we're live. Fuck. You weren't supposed to hear that, but I fucked it up already, and all right. Dita Carlita, hello, darling. Hello, darling. George, all right, mate. Tom, yes. Pasty, all right. Well, I don't need to ask if you can hear it, can I? Because Dita Carlita's already heard the fucking burp that came out of me. So there you go. Let me know if you can hear me though, everyone, yeah? It's going to be a big one tonight. It's going to be a fucking big one tonight. It's going to be a biggie. It's going to be a big one. Let me know. Can you hear me? Loud and clear. George says loud and clear. Alistair, how's it going, mate? Alistair, how's it going, mate? How's it going? All right. We're going. We're on. Darren. Darren. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. How's it going? Yeah. Yesterday was fucking lols, right? I thought it was shit, right? I thought what I'd done was shit. So I had a bloody moan to Carly, and she actually said that it was good what I was doing. I rewatched it, and it turned out it was fucking lols what I was doing. So yeah, I feel better now. All right. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to make everyone's life better. Make everyone's life better. Cycling Bear, yes. Alistair, yes. Alistair, are you on Zwift now? Fuck me. All right. Okay. Yes, mate. That jersey was fucking shit, wasn't it, yesterday? Yeah. Fucking shit. Yeah, all right. All right. So we're going in tonight, yeah? We're going to go in. We're going to go in. All right. Let me just get my fucking list up. So what we're going to do tonight is once it fills up a bit, yeah, once we've got some more people, I'm going to give you a lesson in life. This is going to be an hour and a bit, or an hour as long as it takes, of how to live your life. Life advice. All right? Life advice by me, the Dark Install, yeah? How to live your life. Rules to live your life by. Things to do. How not to be a cunt. All right? Things that I've observed over my time on the planet, all the shit I've been through, right? All the stuff that you should be doing, all the stuff you shouldn't be doing, how to deal with people, how to deal with cunts, all that fucking normal shit, yeah? Right. Deco Duck, man, this is always going to be free, always going to be free. Juniton, how's it going? How's it going? Yeah, we're going to get into how many people we've got. 15 watching, we've lost 1. 14 watching, we've lost 2. Some people don't want to have their lives audited by me. Oh well, never mind. Their own fucking loss. Never mind. All right. So we'll wait till it fills up to about 20. Then I'm going to get going, yeah? And we're going to give you some life advice, according to me. All right. It's still fucking freezing here as well. How to get the good crypto, yeah? Well, we're going to do... What we'll do is, yeah, I'm going to go through this. I've written a massive fucking list, yeah? Properly massive list of advice, orders, diktat to give you lot. So I'm going to go through all that, and then we'll do it one bit of advice at a time. I'm going to go into detail about that, and you can ask me questions about that bit of advice I'm talking about at each time. Then at the end of it, if we've got time, you can start asking me questions about about your life, and I'll give you advice like an agony uncle. All right, I'll tell you how it goes. All right. So yeah, we've got 16 people now. When it gets to 20, I'll get going. And obviously, this is being recorded, isn't it? So you can look at it later when you're feeling down in the dumps, when you've got your raff and noose ready to chuck yourself off a bridge with. You could probably get this up on your iPhone or whatever. Look at it as you're about to commit suicide, and then perhaps change your mind, or perhaps then realise that you'll never be able to achieve what I've achieved in your shitty life, and just go for it and do us all a favour. Yeah. All right. 38 in Melbourne tomorrow. 38 what? 38 cunts. There's a lot more than that in Melbourne, I tell you. All right. 38 degrees is it? Fucking nice. I'm not there, am I? It's like fucking 1 degree here at the moment. So don't rub it in, mate. All right, we've got 18 now. We've got 18. When we get to 20, you're never going to achieve 5.6. Well, we get into all that power shit later, mate. We'll get into that later, and we'll see whether you want to be achieving that or not. Because I have achieved 5.6, and well, yeah. Anyway, so we've got 18, right? When we get to 20, we've got 19 now. We get to 20, we'll start the action. Yeah, we'll start the action. Now, this is going to cover a range of topics, a range of things how to live your life. Some of it's bike related, some of it's not. Some of it is related to just how to not be a prick. Some of it's related to how to do things properly, how to interact with people. Some of it is about relationships. Some of it's about the opposite sex to you. All right. Some of it's about your own body. Some of it's about, yeah, get Ambini down. Get Ambini down. We need to sort him out. Yeah, we've got 19 now. There's loads of shit we're going to cover. All right, and it's going to be good. So this is going to be a biggie. Be a biggie. All right, we've got 90 now. We need one more. Get Ambini, and he'll be the one, won't he? He'll be the one. He'll be the 20th. Yeah, I'm just having a look at a message that was sent to me about 5-10 minutes ago, just to make myself feel in the zone. You know what I'm talking about, don't you, darling? All right, that's looked at. All right, we've got, how many we've got? 19. Right, fuck it, I'm going to get going. All right, let me give you an introduction then. Basically, I've decided that I am going to be the best. I'm the best person to be. That they are never going to be leaked. They are never going to be leaked, Pasty. They're never going to be leaked. Today should be better than yesterday, right? Hopefully. All right. Anyway, right. So here we go then. Yeah, here we go. This is life advice according to me. All right. Why am I giving you life advice? Well, because I have had a pretty interesting life. I'm 38 years old now, nearly 39. I've lived in Europe. I've lived in England before. I've lived for 12 years in Japan. So I've lived in Asia for over half my adult life. All right. I've been at the bottom of the fucking pile. I've been so skint I had to nick food. Yeah, I've done that. I've been a drug addict. I've fixed myself. I've been 5.6 watts per kilo. All right. I've spent loads of time alone. All right. I've had relationships with people. I've had fights with people. I've fallen out with people. I've taken on large groups of people and won. I've done a variety of different jobs. I've made money, all that fucking shit. So I'm well qualified for this. All right. So I'm going to start telling you the deal based on what I know and what I've seen. Yeah. And then you can take it all on board and improve your lives, or tell me I'm speaking shit, but you won't be later. All right then. So here we go then. I've got this massive fucking list. Yeah. Massive list. You ready? Everyone tell me you're ready. Everyone post in the taking a shit. Yeah, I've taken a shit in the middle of a road. Pasty. I've taken a shit in the middle of a road. That's correct. So again, you know, that's another thing that I've done that's really great. Yeah. So everyone post if you're ready for me to start, and I'm going to get going. Yeah. If you're all in with this, if you're all on board, and I'll get cracking. All right. I'll get cracking. Everyone post in there. Tell me you're ready, and we'll get going. Eh? Hit us with it. Cycling Bed says he's ready. Who else is ready? Who else is ready for this fucking stream of genius that's about to come out my gob? Yeah, who's ready? Let us know. Pen and pad, Deco Duck. Well, this chat gets uploaded, mate. But yeah, pen and pad, mate. That's all good. Right, I think we're ready. We're ready. Tom's ready. All right, so we've got like a 5-second delay on this, isn't it? Ready? KK. You don't have to watch the first 2 streams, man. Well, this is stream 24. There's fuckloads. So you just watch this one, man. Dita Colour is bodies ready. Yeah, we know that, don't we, darling? I have Shamar on, ready to go. Everyone's on it. Everyone's up for it. All right, cool. Lesson 1. All right. The first thing I'm going to say, how to live your life, the first thing is quality, not quantity, in everything you do as much as possible. Okay. Now, the reason you want to do this is because why waste your time doing shit stuff that leads to nothing, right? Focus on one good thing and do that. Yeah. Quality, not quantity, all the fucking time. Yeah. All the time. Yeah. Then that applies to everything. All right. Everything. Quality, not quantity. That's the thing. Yeah. Next thing. Next bit of vague advice. You ready? Those who control the past control the future. The present can be negotiated. So, if you can control aspects of your past by not behaving like a cunt, or a slag, or a dickhead, or a wanker, or a bully, right? Hambini, hello. If you can control aspects of your past by being good in the present, you will then control your future. That's how it works. all right? If you're a cunt now, if you're a dickhead now, right? If you're a slag now, if you're a cunt now, that's the present. That will quickly become your past, and that will affect your future. The present is negotiable. So you can be how you want in the present, and that will quickly become your past, and then that will control your future. That's how it works. All right? That's how it fucking works. Now, from that, be selective in stuff you do. Don't say yes to everything. Be selective in stuff you do. Learn to say no, and learn to evaluate things properly. All right? Learn to evaluate. Yeah? Learn to look at things and see the value in it and see how it could affect you. Because your present will quickly become your past, and that will control your future. Right? That's the fact, isn't it? Okay? If you go out and stab someone in the present, that will quickly become your past, and that will affect your future. You get arrested. All right? Just a shitty example, but that's how it works. All right? Now, there you go. Now, leading on from that, in terms of just dealing with things, do it nice or do it twice. Buy it nice or buy it twice, yeah? So your decision right now in the present, yeah, like WD-40, yeah? Your decision right now in the present to buy something nice could be annoying in the present, but it will quickly become your past, and then that'll affect the future, all right? That's how it works, all right? So this is why we have manners. This is why kids are sent to finishing school and stuff traditionally in the past. It's so that like their constant present is good enough so that they have a long past of good behaviour. People can look back on that, and then their future is set. Okay? That's how it works. All right. There you go. That's a pretty vague thing, but that's fucking something you want to stick to, yeah? All right, next then. Consistency is key in everything. All right? If you can do something for 2 months consistently, no matter what it fucking is, yeah? If you start from a beginner and you do it every day, or you do it however often you should be doing it, according to what it is, what discipline it is, you do that every day for 2 months, you're going to be way ahead of 90% of the world, all right? Then if you continue doing that and get like all the way through for like a year, you'll be at like 92% of that level, probably, if you consistently do it with quality, not quantity, all right? From there, it's your choice how hard you push yourself. If you want to get above 92% of your maximum, getting up to like 95% would take a lot more effort. So the last 3% there will take a lot. Getting from 95 to 100% of excellence in whatever discipline you choose could probably be down to genetics or luck, a lot of it. And being 95% good enough, at 95% good at shit, will probably feel like you're the best at it anyway, all right? Because you probably won't meet anybody else along your way who is at 95% generally of anything, all right? If you get into professional level stuff, whatever it might be, sport, work or whatever, and you want to get to the very, very top of your game, you might need the last 5%, but even then, you can fucking fake it, yeah? You can fake it. All right. So the last 5% is genetics, DNA, that kind of thing, bit of luck. But if you want to get up to like 95% good at everything, it's just consistency. That's all you do. Just go out and do it every fucking day. Yeah. Or even if you don't feel like it. That's the battle. Yeah. Now, leading on from that, another thing that I've fucking noticed recently, especially with the younger people, they don't seem to do anything. People don't fucking do anything anymore. They just sit there doing fuck all. Right. Social media's caused this, I reckon. They don't do anything. They just sit around swiping their phones up and down, just looking at things, and they think that is doing something. Well, let me tell you, yeah, playing on social media is not doing anything. Playing on social media is just looking at other people doing things. Even worse, it's looking at other people talking about other people doing things. It's fucking ridiculous. So if you want to actually get on with your life and do something, actually fucking do something. Turn your phone off, get off social media, go and do something. Right? Go and fucking do something, right? Playing on social media ain't doing anything, yeah? It's not. Go and fucking do something, right? There we go. Okay, now from there, all right, in terms of doing stuff and in terms of interacting with people there, going back to the evaluation thing, you need to learn how to evaluate things. Now, talking about this social media thing, you need to evaluate your activity on there if you insist on doing it. right? And then you need to cut off stuff that is a liability to you. And when I say a liability, I'm talking in terms of liability versus an asset, all right? So in terms of people, in terms of the stuff you do, everything you do, you need to evaluate its value to you. So if you're actually going to do something and you decide to do it, you then got to think, well, is it worth me doing it at all? Because if it actually gets you nowhere, right, then what's the point in doing it? So you've got to learn how to evaluate things, evaluate people, evaluate relationships, all that fucking stuff. Yeah, learn how to evaluate things. All right. Okay. Scrolling down, then we're going to talk about fitness now. So I mentioned before about going out for 2 months and doing something. You can get yourself from basically zero fitness, just using fitness as an example. You can get yourself from zero fitness to being quite fit in 2 months. You won't be at the fucking top, but you'll be a million times fucking fitter than you were at the start. All right. So you can get yourself from zero fitness to probably 65%, 70% of your full genetic potential in about 2 months. Okay. And from there, it's just about grinding it out and going through. Now, in terms of fitness, you can get your base up pretty quick, but to go over the limit and get yourself to be elite takes a bit of dedication, and it takes sacrifices, and it takes you blocking out other stuff in your life and getting on with it, right? Now, for most people, they don't want to get to elite level because it's almost like a mania, like an addiction. But if you want to get yourself fit enough so that you can run around your daily life, never be knackered, and all that kind of thing, all you need to do is you need to get up to like 70%, and then you need to just maintain it. And now maintenance is a lot easier than building, all right? So once you've got yourself up to about 70%, just maintain it. All right, just maintain your fitness. Top end fitness comes and goes. All right, nobody can peak all the time, especially when you're really at the elite level. Right, I noticed that. But you can maintain a level of fitness that will still keep you over the rest of the world, the rest of the fucking fat cunts everywhere, just with maintenance. All right, there's loads of info on that, but that's definitely something to think about. Yeah. Now, going back to people and perhaps social media a little bit, but also just generally people. If you want to do well, right? If you want to do well, there's 2 ways to do it. Either you do it by your fucking self and you ignore everyone and you just get on there and you do it. And you do it as like a fucking mercenary by yourself, like I did, right? Or you have to associate with other people who are on the same page as you, all right? Now, for a lot of people, doing it solo don't really mesh with their personality. A lot of people don't like to be out there grinding it out by themselves all the time. I do, right? But a lot of people don't, okay? A lot of people are probably more social animals than I am, okay? Now, if you are one of these people who does want to be around other people, what you need to do is you need to associate with people who are already doing what you want to do, all right? Now, if it's the thing is with humans, right, that I've noticed over my years on the planet, basically, you sort of take on the characteristics of the people you hang around with. I mean, even I do, right? Carly's been noticing me speaking a bit like an Australian recently, which made me fucking vomit in my thongs, yeah? But you take on the characteristics of the people who are around you. So if you're hanging around with people who are lazy, slow, don't do anything, on social media all day, just doing fuck all, you're never going to get anywhere, right? Because it's fucking... it influences you. It's infectious. Their behaviour is infectious. So if you start hanging around with people who are actually better than you, right? Better than you, whatever discipline you want to get good at, then you're gonna be get there, right? Carly says, yeah, never be the smartest person in the room. That's true. Never be the smartest person in the room. That is it. Because if you're the smartest person in the room, you're hanging around with fuckwits compared to you. You need to be the third smartest person in the room, right? Or the second smartest person in the room, right? Never be the smartest person in the room. That's exactly it, darling. That's right, yeah. Never be the fucking smartest in the room. Because if you, again, there's 2 problems there. One, you're hanging around with fuckwits and you're never going to continue to get even smarter and realise your full potential. And also, as we said, laziness is infectious. So actually you might start losing your edge a bit if you hang around with fuckwits, all right? That's the thing. All right then. So, basically, here's the kind of people to avoid, all right? Avoid lazy cunts. Avoid people who are sat on social media all day. It's pretty easy to get sucked into that though, because it might look like they're presenting a good lifestyle to you and like, oh, we're having a good time posting this fucking shit. But that's all they do. But then if you actually meet these people, they don't actually fucking ever do anything. They'll occasionally go out and glam themselves up and take a photo at a good angle. But actually their daily life is very dull and boring. They're not grinding out. They're not getting results. All right. Here's the kind of people you avoid. Those who are on social media fucking constantly. Those people who don't actually seem to do anything. All right. Those who don't have a hobby or a passion or a sport they're into, just get rid of them. Also, people who talk a good game, right? People who talk themselves up a lot there's two types of those. There's the 95% of those people are fucking full of shit and you've got to avoid them, right? 5% of those people who talk themselves up do actually walk the walk as well. And if you can find someone who talks himself up and is a fucking legend at whatever they do, they're rare and you should hang around with them, but it's very fucking rare to meet those kind of people. Generally, people who sort of talk themselves up a lot and big themselves up are full of shit, right? The real money men, yeah, the real grinders at sport, the real shredders, the top boys, the top girls, just quietly go out there and fucking grind it out daily. They grind it out, and they're so focused. They don't feel like talking about it a lot. Right? They don't talk about it a lot. They just get on with it. All right? Darren says, how can you achieve anything on social media? You fucking can't, mate. It's an echo chamber for cunts. Yeah? All right. So, yeah, avoid people who fucking talk themselves up. Like, I've done this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this, I've done this, I'm all right, yeah, blah, 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 fucking that. Only look at what their results are. Only look at what they're doing. Yeah? That's the only thing you should bother with. All right? Yeah. Now, the next thing is back to your own behaviour, right? Some more diktat from me. If you say you're going to do something, right? If you make an appointment, if you say you're going to do something, if you make a passing comment to do something, if you make a promise to somebody, all right, in any form, right, you fucking well do that promise. Even if later on you think, oh shit, I made that promise and I don't want to do it really, still fucking do it, right? People who say they're going to do stuff and then don't do it are fucking dickheads, right? And they make other people upset and they get other people's hopes up and other people's expectations up and they just break it and it ruins everything, right? It can be a time sap, it can be an emotional drain on the person who's the promise has been made to. It's a fucking disaster, all right? It's a fucking disaster. If you say you're going to do something, even if you then decide later that you don't want to do it, okay? If you don't enjoy doing it and it's annoying for you, then you'll remember that fucking annoyance of having to go through with a promise that you didn't want to do, and you won't start making empty promises in the future to do things, all right? It'll be a lesson to yourself, a bit of discipline on yourself. Don't fucking do things. Don't fucking say you're going to do something unless you're going to do it. All right. And if you say you're going to do it, fucking well do it. All right. Just do it. Okay. That's it. Link to this, another simple one, right? Never be late. Always be on time. It's fucking easy to be on time. You just leave earlier. All right. You plan it. You've got Google Maps nowadays. You can be on time. There's no reason to be late ever unless there's been an aeroplane's crashed into the ground or something like that, right? There's no reason to be late. Leave earlier. There's no reason to be late. Be on time all the time. Yeah, it's manners, it's courtesy, it keeps things going. If everyone's on time all the time, the world will be a better place. It's more efficient. Yeah, just be on fucking time. Don't be late. That's for cunts. Now, next then, about how people interact with you. Yeah, don't let people talk down to you. Know your own value. Don't let people talk down to you. All right. If someone starts talking down to you, right? If they're talking down to you, fight back, say something, make a comment back to them. Don't let them talk down to you, right? If they then react badly to you calling them out on them, them talking down to you, right? If they make some passive comment like, oh, I wasn't talking down, I mean joking, mate, blah, blah. Fuck them off out your life, okay? Don't be around people who talk down to you, right? Conversely, you don't need ass kissers in your life. You don't need people to kiss your ass all the time. It's nice when people say nice things to you, right? But you shouldn't need validation from that in your life. But don't let people talk down to you, all right? If they talk down to you, if they're taking a bad tone with you, always say it, no matter who they are, right? Because eventually they'll get the message that you're not a fucking wimp, right? And it just gets the respect that you deserve, especially if you're following all these other fucking rules, yeah? And you're being consistent. Don't let people talk down to you, all right? Okay. Now, next one then. People will often talk around a subject once they're called out on it, all right? But the general rule is that the numbers don't lie. So if you just look at, like, for example, sport, like a power meter, yeah? Like a power meter. The numbers don't lie. I could wake up one day and go on my bike and say, oh, I only managed 4 watts per kilo today because this, and this, right? I'm making excuses, aren't I, for my shitness, yeah? But the fact is, the end of the day, I only managed 4 watts per kilo. I'm a fucking pussy. No matter what happened, I'm making 4 watts per kilo. That's fucking it, right? You can make excuses all you want about it, right? But the fucking numbers don't lie. The numbers are the only thing that matter at the end of the day. That's the result. All right, that's the result. The results that fucking matter. All right, simple as that. So, people who try and sort of talk their way out of the result by creating extenuating circumstances and twisting it around, trying to like change your mind about what's happening and trying to rebalance it. No, bullshit. Fuck them off out your life or call them out on it. Yeah, the numbers don't lie. Like, that goes back to the, people who make promises and then don't keep it. If they make a promise and say, well, it's actually this, don't let them try and convince you why the extenuating circumstances. The fact is they didn't do what they say they're going to fucking do. They're not worth anything. Their value is nothing. Get them out. All right? Simple as that. Okay. So, then, actions speak louder than words. Quiet, stoic consistency, working it, not reacting to people, holding your position, yeah, in everything you do, will see you through. In the short term, in the immediate day, now in this position, right now, it can be a little bit emotional, right? When people are screaming in your face or whatever, or people are being a bit fucking funny with you because you're holding your position and you're not responding to them, right? But just see it through, and then over time, they'll see you as a fucking workhorse, unmovable fucking boulder of a person, all right, who doesn't fucking shift under pressure, and then that will command respect, the respect that you're deserved of, all right, and it will get the job done as well, all right. Examples of this, you can see this, hark on about this quite a bit, but Japanese companies often do this, all right. They'll be getting a lot of criticism from the public, but they won't respond to criticism. They won't make public statements to try and soften the fucking feeling. They'll just keep working through with their goal, their plan, all right? Then eventually they'll just go, right, we've made this. And then what they've done is fucking phenomenal, right? That's fucking phenomenal. And then everyone's opinions, all the little fucking chuckle fucking cunts, all just go quiet suddenly because the big boys come through and presented it and said, right, that's what I was working on, all right? This is why you're twittering, your fucking chit-chat was a load of bollocks, yeah? This is what the fucking man's done. Yeah, you shut up now, and then you will command respect from that. All right. Don't let people talk down to you. Is the 2018 goal, Carly? Yeah, it is. It is. And they are nice boulders. They are nice boulders. You're right. You're right. Okay, so moving on from there, then. All right. Some smaller advice now. That was the fucking big vague shit. All right. That was the vague shit. Let's get on to the more specific things now. You ready? All right. So, buy clothes that fit. Yeah. If you're a bloke, go to a clothes shop, right, and go and find a young woman who's working in the clothes shop who looks like she's friendly, and then say, right, I want some clothes that fit my body, and go and get clothes that fit. Don't wear big baggy fucking clothes. Wear clothes that complement your figure. All right. If you're a bit fat, lose a bit of weight. But then buy clothes that fit and get a young woman in the shop who's working there to dress you up in stuff, all right? Get stuff that's basically black and then get a few accent bits, yeah? Don't fuck about. That's what you do, all right? Simple as that. Don't get Fred cut stuff yet. Get stuff that fits you, okay? If you're a small, get small. Don't be like, oh, I want to be a medium because that's more buff. No, just wear a fucking small, yeah? Conversely, if you're, a bit fat, yeah, don't wear clothes that are too tight on you. Get them that actually fit and then work to lose weight. Simple as that. Wear clothes that fit. All right? Simple as that. Other bits of advice and observations I've made now. Are you ready? The hotter your girlfriend, hang on a minute. The hotter your girlfriend or your boyfriend, the more stress you'll have in your life. Okay? For a variety of reasons. Okay? You need to find, if you want to be happy and not stressed, you need to find somebody who's just about as hot as you can handle. All right? If they're too hot, it's going to stress you out because they will have all these other people trying to fucking get with them and all this fucking bollocks, right? For a stress-free life. If you're a bad man, yeah, if you're a fucking lad who don't fucking take shit from anyone and can stand his fucking ground or her ground, you can get yourself a really fit bird or a fit bloke, yeah, and it won't stress you because you'll know that you're the best fucking option and everyone else is a cunt compared to them. But if you're a bit unsteady on your feet, yeah, don't get one who's too fucking hot because it will drive you mental. All right? And that's it. How many? You've lost 13k in 18 months. That's good, mate. Yeah. Don't embrace cuckoldry. No, do not be a cuck. This cuck thing's pathetic. Don't let women tell you what to do. And if you're a woman, don't let blokes dictate to you. All right? Work on things together. And if you disagree, you probably have an argument. And if you can't have an argument with your boyfriend or girlfriend and then get over it in an hour, then you need to grow up. All right? Simple as that. Not being funny, but you should have heard the fucking rucks that we've had already. Jesus. All right. So there you go. Next one then. A bit more advice from me about which I've got experience of. Right. Good looking birds are no, they are, mate. They're a nightmare. They are. Right. Here's one. Very important. If you take drugs of any kind, in any amount, right, and you continue to do this, you will get fucked up and you will get addicted. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you think. If you do drugs, whatever they are, alcohol, booze, class A's, whatever, okay, and you continue to do this and it becomes a regular thing you do, no matter how big the interval between these is, you will get addicted and it will fuck your life up. Simple as that. I don't care who you are, all right? I don't care who you are. You are not stronger than the power of drugs on the human body and mind, okay? If you take drugs in any consistency, be that once a month, be that every few months, be that every night, whatever, you're going to get fucking hooked on it, all right? It's going to affect you. It's going to affect you. It's going to fuck you up. Don't do it. There's better things to be doing than taking drugs. Trust me, okay? People only take drugs because there's something missing in their life, right? Nobody I know who has taken drugs consistently or is taking them now is fucking happy. Is happy, right? There's something going on with them, right? I don't matter who you fucking are, yeah? Social media now is saying that, oh, it's all right to take drugs, let's get lit and all that fucking shit. Fuck off. If you take drugs, you're going to get fucked up. Simple as that, yeah? Simple as that. Simple as that, okay? Just don't do it. Just don't do it, all right? There you go. Next thing, special snowflakes. There's no such thing as a special snowflake, all right? The market dictates, ultimately, okay? The market dictates. The market has spoken, all right? If you are not having much luck with the ladies, all right? If you are not having much luck with the ladies, if you're a bloke, that's not because you're special and they don't understand you. It's that you're not doing something right, okay? The market has spoken. The market has spoken. Follow the market. As depressing as that might be, the market dictates. Okay? Simple as that. All right? If you're having trouble getting a job, it's not because the job market's fucked. It's that you don't have the required skills. The market has spoken. All right? Schlong boy. Well, if you want to disagree with me, mate, then you can fuck off. All right? If you're joking, all good. Right? But I'm not fucking wrong here. All right? I'm not wrong here, mate. Yeah? Okay. So, more than about work. If the wage is shit, the job is shit. Simple as that. There's no such thing as a good job with low money. No, because you work to get money. Simple as that. Okay? Right. Next then. You don't need all of that shit you're buying. You don't need all that shit you're buying. You could probably buy 1/10 of the amount of fucking shit you're buying and still have an exactly perfect life. You don't need all that crap. So stop buying so much shit, no matter what it is, okay? Connected to that, stop going to restaurants all the time. Why? Stop going to restaurants all the time. Learn to cook for yourself. It's far more rewarding, all right? Cooking for another person is far better than buying something in a restaurant. Go to a restaurant as a treat, yeah? Go to a restaurant as a one-off, as a sometimes event, then that's really nice. But if you normalise going to restaurants, it's fucking shit, isn't it? Because then that becomes the norm and you've got to keep fucking throwing money away, right? Learn to make stuff for yourself, yeah? And it's better. Don't need a 6K bike. Well, no. It's good though. Right then. Getting fit, okay? Interval, if you want to get yourself fit, right? Here's what you do. Here's what you do, okay? Do intervals twice a week. Do some climbing and then do a bit of distance work, right? All the other stuff is just details. Intervals twice a week. Now, intervals, that's like intervals on one day, intervals on another day, okay? And then bit of distance, bit of climbing, that'll do, okay? Don't focus on the details too much. Next bit of advice, get a power meter, okay? Power meter is the only training tool, right? It's the only training tool if you're serious about getting fit. Just get one, okay? There we go. Now, back to stuff that's not cycling related. Are you ready? More advice from me. Ready? All right. Learn about macroeconomics as soon as you can. Learn about macroeconomics as soon as you can. Go on Sprinkle Bit and do their university course about the economy and trading. Learn about that. Even if you don't put a single fucking trade on your entire life, learn about it. Learn how money systems work. Learn how the banking system works. Learn how the fractional reserve banking system works. Learn about interest. Yep. Learn about quantitative easing. Learn about all that shit. Yeah. Because that will give you a stronger hold, a stronger knowledge of what the bank's trying to do to you whenever you try and get one of their products or services like a mortgage and all that fucking shit. Okay. All right. Learn about economics, macroeconomics and trading. It will benefit you because you can walk into a bank and know that what they're telling you is fucking bollocks and you can argue back. You won't be a victim anymore, okay? You won't be a victim. Learn about macroeconomics, okay? Quit. All right? Does that make sense? Yes, good. Okay, right. Next. More observations, perhaps. Underground art is always better than pop. Always, okay? Pop will always take on board and nick stuff from the underground about a year later, all right? If you want to be on the cusp, if you want to have your emotions touched properly, if you want to really get into art and design and human, the latest human emotional innovations in music or design or whatever, underground, okay? Don't listen to pop, right? You'll never be satisfied, okay? Next observation. If it's easy, it isn't worth it and you'll feel empty. Anything that's worth having is hard, right? Getting 5.6 watts per kilo was hard, right? I had to go out there and fucking flog myself, all right? My latest adventure has been hard, all right? I've been travelling across the fucking globe. I've been travelling across the globe in pursuit of a future for myself, not alone, all right? That's been fucking hard, but it's been worth it, right? It's been worth it. Anything that's fucking easy is never going to be satisfying. It's never worth it because when you'll just do it. It's like playing a computer game with cheat mode on, yeah? Easy stuff's boring. Next thing, trust your instincts, right? If it looks like one, it is one, yeah? If you think someone's a cunt the first time you meet them, they're probably a cunt, all right? Trust your instincts. Don't think, oh, they might be all right. I'll give them a chance. Nah. If you think they're a cunt the first time you see them, first time you can sense it, they're probably a cunt. Yeah, don't need to say it, just need to fucking walk away from them, right? If it looks like one, it is one. Trust your instincts, all right? Next thing, back to people. Most people in the world are basically thick, yeah? Most people are thick. Now, that can be really annoying when you realise it because it can be a bit depressing, but it also, I think you can use it to your advantage. One, you can use it as leverage because thick people are easy to manipulate. And two, if you find someone, right, talking about relationships here, but if you find a boyfriend, a girlfriend, or a friend or an associate who isn't a thick cunt, and if you're not a thick cunt yourself, you will find yourself making such a strong bond with that person. it will take you to another fucking planet. All right? You can unite against the thick cunts, and it will make your relationship so much fucking stronger and more valuable than you could ever have if there were no such thing as thick cunts in the world. All right? So that's it. All right? If it's easy, it's not art. Darren, that's a fucking good observation. I like that. If it's easy, it's not art. Yeah. That's right. That's fucking true. Hambini, see you later, mate. See you later, mate. This will be uploaded later. All right, geez. Yeah. Now, link to that. Most people do nothing. I was saying earlier about social media. Most people do nothing. Hambini, next one's tomorrow, mate. Most people do nothing with their lives. They do nothing. So use this as leverage against them. Most people do nothing. So what you do is you then go and do stuff. Okay? You go and do stuff. All right? Go out there every day, go and do stuff. They'll be sitting at home doing nothing. And every day you'll accelerate away from them and you'll be stronger and better than them. Fuck them. Don't let them dictate, don't let their activity level dictate your activity level. Fuck them off. You go faster than them and you'll dominate. Okay? And you'll dominate. All right. Now, next one. It doesn't matter how big you are. It matters how hard you are. All right? Take that how you want. It doesn't matter how big you are. It matters how hard you are. It matters how you fucking carry yourself, how the power you emit. Okay? It's power to weight ratio. It doesn't matter how physically large you are. It doesn't matter how physically present you are. It's how hard you are. Okay? Consistency and strength is better than size. Okay? Take that how you want. All right? But I'm not just talking about your knob. Okay? There we go. Now, being active is always better than being passive. Always better than being passive. Okay? Being active is always better than being passive. There's only, ideally you're big and hard though, Carly. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah. I mean, this video's me telling lesser mortals how to live their lives. I know I'm big and hard, all right? But I've got to be nice to them, although I've just nearly knocked my mic shield over. Yeah. All right, so size don't matter now. Well, I mean, with knobs, I think it does, yeah. But I'm talking about other stuff, like, you know, you don't need to go down the gym and bulk up to be, you know, strong and stern and good in your life, basically. Right, anyway, back to what I was saying. Being active is always better than being passive. Being active is always better than being passive. There's only one exception there, and that is income. Passive income is better than active, right? Getting money for free is better than fucking working for it, right? Generally. You can work towards a project, you can go and do a project, but working for your money, if you can get a passive income, then you can go and do what else you want in your life and you don't have to worry about fucking work, yeah? But in everything else, being active is better than being passive. Sitting back and doing nothing is bullshit. Go and do something, all right? Being active is always better, okay? Right then. Next one. How to have a fight. I've had quite a few fights in my life. I'm quite good at it. My latest one was against a bogan and his mate in a car. I won that one. So that was 2 against 1. They had a car. I was wearing pink watermelon cycling socks and a pink jersey. They were all boganed up with tattoos and skinheads. I clattered him. All right. Here's how to win in a fight. 1. First of all, you've got to be fit, right? And you've got to know how to kick. So if you ever think you're going to get in a fight, learn how to go and kick. Yeah. So the first thing you do is you attack their legs, take their legs out, and they'll be on the floor. Then you destroy their face. Step 1, do the legs. Step 2, destroy their face. So take their legs out, side kick to the knee, whatever, stamp on the front of the knee, just bring them down. Then you jump on them, destroy their face. Just lay into their face, do their nose, blind them, all right? And then basically get up and run away, all right? If you have a bit of time, you can stamp on their face, okay? Now, eyes, teeth, jaw, throat, balls, yeah, if you can. Kicking the balls is good, but it's better to really fucking go in with your fists on them, I reckon. Because you can't knock someone out, really, by kicking them in the balls. 5'6" straight to the kneecap. Yeah, exactly, mate. Ideally, you want to knock them out. So that's the side of the jaw there. Just fucking clatter it. Yeah. Judo chop to the neck. Judo chop to the neck does work, yeah. Or another one that Carly's fond of is the stand in front of your boyfriend in the kitchen, all right? Make out that you're going to jump and then put your legs around him like this. But then at the last minute, change your mind for some fucking reason. He puts his hands out towards you and your knee comes up that fucking hard straight into his cock and balls. That's another technique that Carlita has invented herself. And I've been on the receiving end of that, obviously, and it was effective. Okay, we're not talking about grappling. Don't fucking grapple because you have to touch the cunt. All right, you want to be having as least physical contact with him as possible. All right. More advice then before we get into a cringy lads talking about scrapping thing. Don't be scared of banks. As I was talking about before, learn macroeconomics. Don't be scared of banks. They're just businesses that need your money. Don't be scared of them. Don't get yourself in a position where they control you. All right, by your own. Just be good. Work it out how they work and use their bullshit against them. All right. Okay. More advice then. Carly, you just made a comment about you, which you won't be happy about. There we go. More about general advice then. Fuck you, she says. Yeah, all right. Right, more general advice. Don't go to nightclubs after the age of 24. There's no point. That's ridiculous. Don't play computer games. Power to weight ratio is the only goal. Again, if you keep finding yourself as the most intelligent person in the room, get some new friends. Don't take drugs. I'm just reading through my little list here. Okay. All right. Other stuff. Moving about. Yeah. Always try to walk as fast as you can everywhere. Don't be the slowest person. If anyone's overtaking you in your daily moving about, you're walking too slow. All right. Walk faster. If you should be overtaking everyone in the fucking street generally as you walk. If you're walking slow and people are going around you, you're being a fucking pussy. Don't do that. Yeah? Walk fast and walk with power and hold your fucking line everywhere you go. All right? You should be the fastest person on the street. Simple as that. All right? Okay. Next thing. Having conversations with people. Look at them when you're talking, right? If you can see them phasing out, if you can see them looking away, you're being boring, all right? Well, you only ride your bike past you, all right, cool. Then if you consistently find people phasing out, what you need to do is you need to record yourself talking to somebody and then be really brutal with yourself and say, why were they phasing out with what I was saying? What was boring? Probably what you'll find is that you're repeating yourself, or that you said something funny, maybe they laughed, and then you tried to sort of talk more about that topic, and then they got bored. So you need to learn to cut things off and just change the topic quickly and be a bit more fluid with the way you have conversations with people, and always try and say original stuff, and always try and come up with new angles and like play on what they've said and all that kind of shit. That'll make you better at talking to people, I reckon. Yeah, I'm a fucking banter lord. I'm good at talking to everyone, right? And I put people at ease generally because I always try and keep it interesting. I don't like go fucking too boring, right? Yeah, exactly. Another one. That's really good. What Carly's just said. I know I'm favouring her because she's my bird, but fuck it, I'm allowed to. Don't just, yeah, right, yeah, exactly. Like if you're sitting around a table, yeah? If you're sitting around a table and you're just talking to one person and the rest of them are just sort of sat there like that, that's fucking shit. You're being a cunt. You should be it should be like a dynamic. You should be talking to that person. It should be good. Yeah. Don't talk to one person more than the other. Yeah. And just be neutral with everyone. Yeah, exactly. Cyberpunk 2020. I don't know what that is, but that sounds good though. All right. Yeah. So don't fucking just list things when you talk. Although I am reading a massive list in this conversation. Right. Yeah. Now, other stuff. You need to learn that things that are not original need to be hated, okay? You need to be striving for originality in everything you do, everything you consume, everything you like, all right? You should not be just repeating shit again and again in like the media you consume, in like things you do. You need to keep mixing it up all the time, otherwise you're just going to get fucking bored. All right, culture shock, mate. Morning. You're on about. Where are you? Yeah. You need to learn to hate unoriginal stuff. Okay. Next thing, you need to learn about engineering. Hambini will teach you engineering, or just get an engineering for dummies book. Learn the basics of engineering, and then go and walk around the world and marvel at all the shit that man has created. That'll give you more of a connection into the history of man and society, and you won't be living such a fucking dream world. You'll be really engaged in it. You learn to appreciate long, decent, stoic work that's gone on. Yeah. All right. In terms of injury, if you've injured yourself, movement is the cure, okay? Try to do movement, stretching, and let your body cure itself before you even consider medicine, before you can even consider surgery, okay? Unless it's an emergency, all right? Just movement and rest and stretching and time is preferable over all other treatments, okay? Don't fucking think, oh, I've immediately got to take medicine, right? I've immediately got to go and have this and this procedure, okay? Similarly, if you're considering beauty treatments, this might, now sexist here, this might be aimed at women more than men, right? Although, don't know nowadays. If you're considering beauty treatments like Botox, teeth whitening, fucking all that kind of shit, yeah? That should be the last thing you do to yourself, all right? You shouldn't be doing that unless you're absolutely perfect in terms of physical fitness and all that kind of shit, right? Because that leads to bad behaviours. That leads to that fucking behaviour where, you know, you see some sort of, you know, massively obese bird going down the hair salon and spending $500 fucking dollars on her haircut, thinking it'll make her look like a beautiful princess when she could spend zero money just not eating as much and going for a jog, slim herself down, get some cheaper clothes, get herself looking as good as she can, and then, once she's done all that, then sort her hair out a bit, then maybe get her teeth whitened. You know what I mean? It's like the last resort, okay? People do things in the wrong fucking way, yeah? Like Frankie Boyle said, it's like putting 25 fucking inch alloys on a wheelie bin, yeah? People rely on medicine too much. They do, all right? They do. Stretching, movement, fitness, good behaviour, making your past good by your current actions, yeah, is the way to go, all right? Don't fucking rely on medicine. Don't rely on other people's inventions to make you better. It comes from within. It comes from within, all right? Next then, link to that, a 45-year-old fat slob who's unfit should never be listened to, okay? Conversely, a 45-year-old with a fit body and a decent lifestyle who still looks good at that age definitely should be listened to, because obviously he or she has done well. Carly, yeah, and diet, yeah, totally. Forgot about that. And diet. I was lumping that in with fitness, but yeah, and diet, okay? Sort your diet out. Sort your diet out before you fucking start thinking about Botox and all that bollocks, yeah? Why would you like, it's ridiculous. Sort your fucking diet out, yeah? Sort your diet. If you're taking any drugs at all, be that alcohol, anything, any drugs at all, right? Sort that out, get rid of that first. Sort yourself out before you even think about it, all this fucking procedures and shit, yeah? Because that's just plastering over the cracks, isn't it? Yeah? Absolutely, you shouldn't be doing that, all right? Next then. In terms of fitness, I'm not as fit as I was before due to my broken neck and me chasing a woman off around the fucking world, right? You can't out-train a shit diet. Yeah, exactly, mate. In terms of fitness, though, generally, I mean, yeah, diet is of course very important, and that's an entirely new topic. We'll get to that in a minute. But in terms of fitness, I reckon the aim. So I've gone through periods of my life of being extremely unfit when I was a junkie, right? When I was younger, when I was like in my late teens, I was extremely fit. When I was in my early 20s, I was extremely fit. Then late 20s, early 30s, I was fucked. And then early 30s to now, extremely fit, right? So I've seen both sides of it, right? Probably last year, I was my absolute fittest I've been in my life. 5.6 watts per kilo, smacking it out, did 20,000 K in a year, a couple 100,000 meters climbing. I was going berserk, right? But that level of fitness is not sustainable over a lifetime, I reckon. So let's assume that level of fitness I got to last year was my 96% of my maximum capacity, I reckon. If I'd have had been on a pro team or something, I'd have got better, but I'm with VPO. But I reckon I was about 95, 96, okay? I reckon in terms of consistency, in terms of actually having a life, in terms of lifestyle, in terms of sustainability, yeah, all right, we'll get into watts per kilo in a minute, Pasty. I reckon what you should be doing is aiming for about, throughout your life of fitness, probably about, really sustainable, I'd say about 82%. 82% constantly of your maximum fitness ability. And fitness is not just watts per kilo. That's a good indicator of your power, but like just general fitness. That's just general flexibility, fitness, your optimum weight, and all that kind of thing. I reckon like 82 to 85% of your max should be what you're aiming for constantly. Hold that there, and then if you feel like for say 6 months or a year ramping it up a bit, you'd have the base and you can get up to 90, 95% for a bit and then come down again. All right. But if you're peaking and troughing too much, so if you're like down to like 30% of your max, then you try and get up, you'll get to like 70 and you'll crash again. It's not going to work. You need to stay at about, build up to it, but like stay at about 80, 85% of your fitness max, and then have times in your life when you peak. All right. And peak for a year, peak for 6 months, peak for a month or whatever. Just see how long you can go. All right. I reckon that's how it should be. That's lifelong fitness. And I reckon with good diet, and then, good behavior and setting your past right, making sure you're fucking right as a person, you can have a long life that's decent, and you're gonna not get yourself into shitty situations as well. All right. Yeah. Now then, next one, money and jobs and all that kind of shit. It's better to have more than one stream of income at all times. Multiple income streams is the way to go. If you have one job that's mega bucks, fine, you can knock away loads of savings. But for the average person, more than one income stream is safety, security. If one of them fucks up, you've got another one. Multiple income streams, that's the way to go. You could have a job with, for example, one like 80% income and then 20% of your total, or you could split it up into loads of different ones, depending on how you want to do it. But yeah, multiple income streams is the way to go, I reckon. And then linked to that, learn Excel and learn how to make a financial spreadsheet. It's fucking easy. You can Google it, all right? That will really help you out, okay? And we're coming to the end now of my advice. So what we're going to do now is, I reckon for the next 5-10 minutes, any of you can ask me any fucking questions you want, and I'll give you the advice based on what I reckon. Anything you want, all right? Any questions, so off you go. I'm going to sit it like that until I hear some questions and I'm going to answer them. What do you want to know? What do you want to know? Just let me know. Just emailing somebody. Emailing, since me, one old man. Messaging someone. There you go. What do you want to know? What do you want to know? What advice do you want? What can I help you on? Because I know everything about everything. What do you want to know? How do you go about setting up a multiple stream income? Right. Well, first of all, you need to work out what you can do. So you work out what your skills are. Okay? Work out what your skills are. Work out what your skills are. And then just see how you can monetize them. All right? See how you can monetize them. Make a spreadsheet with a column for each income stream, where it's coming from. Look at the months or the dates when it's coming. Work out how much you need to spend per month, or you need to live per month. Then just see, what streams can come from where. It could be anything really. Whatever can be monetized and that you can do, use that as an income stream. All right. Do I have a 5-year plan? I do. I've got some stuff that is going to happen in the next few years. Probably a bit private, some of that, and not just involving me. You could probably figure it out. But some stuff's going to happen in the next couple of years. I don't know what I'm going to do with my fitness and training. I'm going to get back into riding more as I recover from this injury. What am I going to do? Anything big? Yeah. I won't be in Japan as much as I am now. I'll be elsewhere. I won't be alone and all that kind of shit. I think mornings are important to get things done. You'll take, I find there's something psychologically good about getting up early. Getting up when it gets light, 'cause then you get loads of shit done, and you look at your watch, you're like, fuck, it's 9 a.m. And you've got the whole day to do stuff. If you need to go to the shops and shit, you've got the whole day to do things. Get up early is good, but just I generally find like, just let your body do what it wants to do generally, unless you find yourself getting into bad habits of staying up all night. But yeah, early morning's decent, man. Coach or no coach to get better at TT? It really depends on how stern you are with yourself. It really depends on how. Like how much of a cunt you are to yourself. How you can like just go fuck, just do it, mate, to yourself. Like, I mean that's the answer really. I mean I've never had a coach really, and I still got fucking good on my bike. It really depends on you, man. There's no shame in it, I don't reckon. Your hot take on cryptocurrencies, good, volatile, the most volatile at the moment. I've made and lost loads on them. How much sleep do you have? As much as you need, mate. Depends on activity. I'd say don't have less than 6 hours a night, really. Yeah, exactly, Carly. Yeah, just sleep as much as your body needs. And it really depends what's going on in your life at that time as well. If you're going through a highly stressful time, if you're training a lot or something's happened to you, just let your body go. Just let your body go. Don't force it. Just don't force it. Okay. But then if you're feeling good, you can force yourself to wake up. And, you know, things like, you know, getting up early and that and forcing yourself to wake up and get consistency can be good for you mentally as well. But I'm saying don't, I think having too much sleep is not ideal, but having not enough sleep is way worse. Yeah, so I reckon like 6 hours probably min, depending on what you're doing. Are there trading courses for free? It depends what you want to trade, man. It depends what kind of trading you want to do. I'd say if you want to really learn about it, you need to get the fundamentals down first. So learn about macroeconomics, learn about economic indicators, so leading, trailing indicators, that sort of thing. Learn about how to read charts, do all that sort of shit. There's loads of stuff online. And then once you've got the basics down, like learn how to read a balance sheet and all that kind of stuff, once you've got that, then you sort of would know how to trade anyway. So you don't need someone to tell you which buttons to press. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So people are saying like 7-8 hours. Yeah, I reckon. All right, Deco Duck. Yeah. What are some of your coping strategies when digging down to the limits of your performance? Yeah. All right. Are we talking about sporting performance here? Bike performance. Having my month and week planned out ahead, so I know what I'm doing. Not doing every single ride by myself. Having someone that you ride with. Even if it's not every ride is good, who's on your level, but that can be hard depending on where you are. Mixing up your training so you don't do all flat, you don't do all climbing, all that kind of shit. Foam roller stretching, drink loads of water, eat clean, consistency. Have something else you do as well as the training. So for me, it was like coming home and coding and trading and shit. I think if you really, really, really want to get fucking fit as fuck though, maintaining normal shit in your life like a relationship or family and that is going to mess with it. So you've got to really be realistic about how good you can get. You know, so, but I think coping, I mean, what are you talking about coping with? You mean talk about just the burnout? Well, I have rest days as well. Yeah. How about the moment when you're told, oh, right, okay. You mean when you're actually doing it? When you're trying to push yourself over the limit. Build up to your limit. Warm up properly. How to push through. So say if you're trying to do like a 10 minute like interval at 5.8 watts, yeah, all that kind of shit. Looking at the numbers, having the numbers on a screen in front of you in a power meter it really helps. It really helps because it externalizes your pain. It kind of it tells you. So say like one day if you go out and you manage to do let's say 6 watts per kilo for 5 minutes. Right, you know that your body is able to do that. You physically have done that, right, and recently. And if you go out the next day, and you think, oh, I'll try it, but then like you think, oh, something psychological has happened to you, where you can only do like 5 watts per kilo for 5 minutes. You know it's just your mind. It's your mind telling you that. It's not your body. So having the numbers there and knowing that you've done it before, I know that's sort of easy to say, but you build up to it. That really helps. That really helps. And then just, burning through. I do this weird thing, right? Where I also set like fake punishments or fake disasters that would happen if I don't achieve something, which is mad. Like, for example, I'll say, right, if I can't hold 6 watts per kilo for 10 minutes, then when I've finished it, my girlfriend's going to be dead, right? Or she's going to be kidnapped by ISIS, yeah? Or like, if I don't manage to do this climb in under 30 minutes, then I'm going to contract AIDS at the top of the climb, stuff like this. And I sort of just force myself to do it. It's a bit weird, but like, yeah, I'll do that. I think that makes me insane. Yeah. Going through some health shit and my training's not as good as before. How can I cope with my shitty? Well, if your training was good before, that means that you've done it before, mate. All right? And it means that you will do it again. Okay? All right? You will do it again. All right? Just go with it. Just go with it. Just go with it, mate. Know that you've done it before. Know that therefore you can do it again. All right? And not to worry too much about it. You have sort of got a doctor's note, haven't you? You got a note from your mum for the PE teacher, yeah? If you are going through some health shit. If you had no health shit going on and you couldn't get a good watts per kilo, then you need to fucking have a word with yourself. But if you've got some extenuating circumstances, then come on, man. Be a little bit easier on yourself. The fact that you even know what watts per kilo are, and the fact that you've tried to do it, means you're at 90% of the fucking world's population anyway. 95 probably, 98. Be a bit easier on yourself, eh? What's my view on training until you bonk? That bonking thing, I've rarely bonked on a ride. And the only time I've bonked on a ride is because I haven't eaten properly, right? And when, I don't even know what it is really, like bonking on it. What's that? Just like you sort of, you feel like you've got no sugar. You lost all your glucose in your body. Well, that's just eating it. I think that's stupid. Like, if you can go and do a ride with no bonking and by eating consistently through the ride, holding the power throughout the ride, that's better training than doing half the ride and then crashing and not doing the rest of the ride. So I reckon that bonking, training till you puke things, is crap. Having said that, the hardest segment I've ever done on my bike is the Sekiado TT in Japan. I've set the record for that. If anyone beats that, I'll give them $1,000. Okay, it's unbeatable. All right. Carly did bonk 3 times on our ride, but again, I'm calling extenuating circumstances on that, which we're not talking about. She knows what I'm talking about. There was a reason for that, wasn't there, darling? All right. Yeah, there was a reason for that. I'm not telling you cunts what it is, though. Yeah. Amateurs bonk, yeah. So, yeah, it's all that. So I reckon all that fucking ride till you puke shit, like, I've not puked, but I felt like it once when I did this in this segment. It was a 7-kilometre segment, and I did it in 7 minutes and 9 seconds, I think. That's the record. It's like 58 kilometres per hour average on a sort of undulating course. Again, if anyone beats that, I'll give them $1,000. My time on that is unbeatable. Nobody can fucking touch it. All right. The other guy in the area who was nearly as hard as me, he only managed to do it in like 7 minutes and 35 or something over that course. There's no way anyone's doing that without a motor in them. My time's unbeatable. You did push yourself to the limit. You did, darling. That was fucking mad. Speaking about like training yourself up, yeah. I'll stick a link in the next vid. I'll stick a link in the next vid for you, or I'll stick it on my Insta or something. Yeah, it's unbeatable. No one can have that. No one's ever taken that comms from me, ever. Right? Yeah. Speaking about fitness and stuff, and for any ladies that are watching, or anyone who's starting from scratch at riding, or anyone who wants to get back into it, Carly had done so far in her life of cycling 1,200 kilometres, right? Chuckle. And then hadn't really done any sort of proper hard riding with intervals ever. She came out though, riding with me, and we did a couple of weeks, just like 2 weeks of just consistent riding, very short rides, but consistent. Each ride involving a little bit of a climb, just one climb, and she was just in the easiest gear, turning it out as best she could. You know, having done relatively such a little amount of riding, didn't have the sort of strength in her legs to push the gears around when it was getting really steep, all right? But even over those 2 weeks, fitness level rose to the point where it was like looking at a different person on the bike after like 10 days. So this, you know, this idea of mine that like you can get yourself from nothing to sort of basically almost a hero in 2 months for anything, I reckon that's right, just with consistency. So 2 months of training with basically any sport, you're going to be fucking good if you stick it out. Descending on a recumbent. A recumbent won't take the KOM. It won't. Nobody's having that KOM off me. You'd have, if you were in Japan, if you were on a scooter, you'd have to have it unrestricted to be my KOM. There's no fucking way, man. No one's taking it off me. A grand, if anyone has it, right? A grand. £1,000, right? I'll PayPal it to anyone if they beat it, right? There's the offers there, right? Nobody can beat that. Anyway, so yeah, all right. Well, we've done about an hour and 10 now, so I'm going to cut that off. I hope you enjoyed my advice there. I think I've said it all, have I? Actually, Carly did ask me to give you some lol advice about women. So I'm going to end with some advice about, I guess most of you are men in here, aren't you? Some advice about birds. Who would like to hear some advice about women? Let me know, or I won't say it because it's sexist. Who would like to hear some advice about women? I'm a bird. Are you? Deco, are you a woman? I thought you were a bloke, unless you're just joking. A male duck. All right. Fucking hell. Should have seen that one, shouldn't I? What's the worst that can happen? All right. My advice about women. Ready? 1. Okay? Avoid skinny girls. Girls that are really skinny. Avoid them. Okay? Avoid them. Right? Avoid really, really skinny girls. Okay? Because they're generally insane. All right? Really skinny ones, ignore them. Right? Just stay away from them. No good can come of that. Right? Just ignore them. Even if that's your thing, no. Okay? They're generally insane. Now, this might come across as a bit weird. Okay? Knowledge is power. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, mate. Exactly. Don't avoid them. The skinny ones, mate. Skinny like really thin. Like their knees are bigger than their thighs. You just no, man, because it not only would it be perhaps that they have some sort of eating disorder, which would be, you know, obviously very unfortunate for them, but would mean they're probably not in the right place or mind to have a relationship. It's just you just don't avoid skinny birds, man. Personal experience as well. I'm not going to go into why, but just they're generally mental. What else? Now this, be careful how I phrase this. If you want, now I'm assuming that most of you are Westerners from Western countries. If you feel like you want to get an Asian girlfriend, all right? And when I say an Asian, I don't mean an Asian of race who is living in the West. I mean an actual Asian, like from China, South Korea, Japan, that kind of area, like an actual like Asian, yeah, rather than an Asian American or an Asian Australian or something, right? I'm gonna get a Japanese one, all right? Get a Japanese one. Don't ask me why, but just if you insist on it, right? If you're really adamant about it, get a Japanese one, okay? Because the Japanese are the most Western of the East Asian countries, okay? All right? That's all I'm going to say on it. There you go. What happens when Dita Colita goes pro? Well, she'll still be my bird, won't she? So she's not on the market anyway. So there you go. Right. I think that's all I've got to say, because I've written a load of other stuff. Singapore, yeah, all right. Well, yeah, okay, all right. But that's my advice anyway. Yeah, those are my two hints. Anyway, I'm not going to say anything else. I've read the other stuff I've written. Super Janak, that sounds a bit red pilly to me, mate. What you just said there. Are you one of those cunts, are you? Are you one of those cunts? I wonder if you are. I'll have to figure that out, mate. Because those guys are a bit, in my opinion. Anyway, yeah. So I was going to read a load of stuff that I'd written about women, but it's going to make me look like a cunt. And I don't really mean it. So there you go. All right, that's it then. An hour and 15. We're going to continue tomorrow night. What topic do you want to talk about tomorrow night? What do you want to talk about tomorrow night? We've got a load of different topics. We could do... I could talk about the art of war tomorrow night. I could talk about diet and my body over the last 4 years. Yeah. I could talk about the youth of today and why I find them annoying or whatever. Okay. I could talk about income streams, universal income, the future of work, automation, all that kind of shit. I could talk about things that I actually like that I don't think are shit, which again might be quite a short video, but yeah, things that I like. Yeah, we could talk about that. Things that in my life I've found that have been decent. All right. And yeah, I reckon those are your choices. What do you want? Post in the chat. What do you want, and I'll do it. How to import skinny burrs from Japan. Things that are actually good. All right. Yeah, I'll tell you what I'll do then. I'm gonna do things that are actually good, right? Because I've been slagging things off consistently for 2 years. Things that are actually good. Right. So tomorrow, yeah, we're gonna do things that are good. I love all women as well, Darren. I do. They're all nice, aren't they? Generally, well, most of them. Yeah, I just, whatever. Yeah, okay. So tomorrow we're gonna do things that are not shit, in my opinion, based on everything that I've bought and used and experienced over my lifetime. All right. So that's it. That's tomorrow. We can do the rest of the topics later on in the week. All right, lads and ladies. We can't get any darker yet. Well, obviously, I'm going to be slagging things off, aren't I? Anyway, because I've got to compare them to shit things. Feminism, yeah. We could do feminism. However, I think me and Dita Carlita maybe doing a collab on that, a collaboration. I reckon, because we've got a little theory on that we've been developing ourselves, haven't we, darling? Yeah. All right. So tomorrow is things that I think are not shit. All right. So maybe give you some tips on stuff to buy that hasn't fallen apart, and that won't just be bike stuff. That'll be fucking everything. All right. So that's what we're doing tomorrow. All right. Anyway, so that's it. See you on the flip side. All right. Laters.